Chapter 18 The Stew. Back at Corinne's house, Severine stood over the stove, stirring something in a large pot. "It smells terrific," Pierre said. "I'm glad you came. I've never seen the sky as bad as it was today." He looked out of the window and shook his head, though the sky was perfectly clear. Severine looked over at him with a wicked smile. The magic she had used to cloud his vision had worked perfectly. Where everyone on the island saw clear blue sky, Pierre saw a raging storm. Now she only needed to finish cooking up her last bit of magic to have complete control over his thoughts. She hummed and stirred. Just like Corinne, Severine had put in grated ginger and chopped cilantro. She needed to change the smell just enough to fool Pierre. "This is the worst storm I've ever seen," Pierre continued. "Imagine if I had taken out the boat." He sighed. "If Corinne was left alone in the world." "The sea couldn't take you if it tried," Severine said in a syrupy, sweet voice. "I'm only glad I saw you this morning and could keep you company. If I hadn't, you would be alone all day." "Corinne should have come right back home," Pierre said. "She can't be safe in these winds. I told you I saw her with that girl with the long braids. The girl's mother took her with them." "That's the nice thing about having a mother," Pierre said softly. "Someone's always there to take care of you." "Yes, a family is a nice thing, isn't it?" Severine reached into a fold of her skirt and took out an old gnarled plant root, covered in white fungus. She dropped it into the pot and stirred again. She continued to hum something low and lighting to make Pierre feel sleepy. She ladled the stew into a bowl and put it in front of Pierre. Then she stood over him and waited for him to taste the magic and give up his mind to her. Pierre picked up the spoon and inhaled. "Wonderful," he said. He lifted the spoon to his lips. Severine leaned in to make sure every drop went in. She watched him intently as the liquid went down his throat, and something in his eyes began to change. They became cloudy, as if a storm was swirling right in his eyes. She watched Pierre scoop more of the stew into his mouth. Then he dropped the spoon and attacked the bowl like a greedy animal. When it was empty, he tipped it up to get every last bit onto his tongue. Severine's smile grew. Pierre held out the bowl to Severine for a second helping, just as Corinne opened the front door.